When I hear Muslim men talk about four wives, cherry-picking half of the Quranic verse that they like and ignoring the other half, let me educate you on your religion. Let's go.
صانعة محتوى أجنبية تثير الجدل وتتعرض لهجوم على وسائل التواصل الاجتماعي بسبب شرحها لآيات القرآن الكريم وتفسير معانيها. استمعوا إلى ما تقول ونتمنى أن تشاركونا رأيكم في التعاليق.
When I hear Muslim men talk about four wives, cherry-picking half of the Quranic verse that they like and ignoring the other half, let me educate you on your religion. Let's go. The verse says, if you fear you can't act fairly towards the orphans, then marry what seems suitable of the women, 2, 3, or 4. Now, when God uses the words if followed by then, it means that the if is the condition and the then is the consequence. For example, when God says, you have to fast during Ramadan, but if you are sick, then you don't have to fast. Now, are you just going to say, I don't have to fast because God tells me so? No, only if you fulfill the condition of if you are sick. Now, let's read the verse again. If you fear you can't act fairly towards the orphans, then marry what seems suitable of the women, 2, 3, or 4. You didn't see that one, huh? Yeah, that's your nafs. Work on it. Bye.
الموسيقى ليست حرام وفقا للقرآن الكريم. استمعوا إلى تفسيرها.
Music is not haram according to the Quran. Pause. Repeat. Music is not haram according to the Quran. Now keep scrolling because I only want intelligent people to stay with me. Okay. Music is not haram according to the Quran, but let me tell you what your Lord made haram for you. That is, do not come near indecencies or immoralities, whether apparent or concealed. Now, Shaitan infiltrated in the music industry like in every aspect of life. They are producing music at frequencies that are negatively affecting our brain waves. They're also putting in evil, subliminal messages that we don't perceive with our naked ear, but all these things might affect us in our subconscious. Now, what most people are aware of is bad language, bad lyrics. But even if we filter out music with bad lyrics, we still don't know how music is affecting us in other ways. We do know that music affects our emotional state. It can make us happy as it can make us sad. Now the question is, do we really want that? Do we want an external influence to have that effect on us? That is the question. We have to be careful with whatever we consume, whatever external thing comes to us, whether our choice of friends, our choice of partner, our choice of news, whatever we hear from our imams, from our parents, whatever food we consume. Be aware of whatever is surrounding us and comes to us and protect ourselves against evil. Now, music is like food. There is healthy food and there is not healthy food. Even though you are permitted to eat the food, the question is, should you? In the same way, there is bad music and there is music that is actually beneficial for your mind and your body. There are music frequencies that can help you concentrate, focus, relax, and bring you into meditation. So be careful what you consume in all aspects of life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May God keep us safe from the evil influences from shaitan and jinns.
وفي هذا المقطع تشرح سبب عدم تغطيتها لرأسها وتقول شعرها ليس شيء خاص.
The everyday haram police asking me why do I not wear a head cover? Well, this is why. The Quran first says, let them draw their coverings over their chests. That's it. Now, according to history books and according to the narrations about the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was that all the women during that time, and for approximately 3,000 years prior to that, they were already using a head cover, okay? All types of women, polytheists, Christians, Jews, everyone except servant women. Now, according to history books, the way that they used their head cover was like this, on the head with the ends to the back. Now, when the command came down to cover the chest area, they used their head cover with it like this. Voila. Instead of modifying their entire wardrobe, they could solve it with a simple swing like that, okay? Now, there are people that say that the verse says the word bikumirina, coverings, means specifically a head cover. Now, God knows best, I've done my research on it. If that is the case, then it would still look like this, because there's nothing in the Quran that says to cover hair or head. Okay? Now, it's very important to understand the difference between religion, that is Islam, a belief system, and culture, the way that it was implemented in that time. That is what people call the Sunnah of the Prophet, because the Sunnah means the way that the Prophet, peace be upon him, implemented the legislation from God. In this case, the legislation is to cover the chest, and the way it was implemented was by using the head cover that women were already using. Okay? Now, we know that the Quran is the guidance for all mankind, applicable in any time, in any place, and in any culture. Okay? My religion, in my culture. Okay? Now, in my culture, the use of a head cover is not normal. Okay? Now, there are two more words to take into consideration when reading the Quran with regards to dress code. That is zina and aura. Zina meaning adornments. Now, like I said, in my country, it is completely normal to show the hair. So even if you consider like that beauty has to be covered, the verse says cover it except what is apparent. So hair is normally apparent in my country. The next word is aura. Okay? Now, aura means private parts. Just like in this verse, it says private times with the same word aura. So aura means private parts. Now, in my culture, hair is not considered to be a private part. If it was the case, then men, children, everyone is showing their private parts, which is obviously not the case. Okay? So like I said, I am practicing my religion like this. Okay? This is between me and God, and you have absolutely nothing to do here in between. So let me practice my religion in peace. Now, I am in full support of all my sisters who wear head cover, and I also use head cover in many occasions. When I go to the mosque, when I go on Hajj, God willing, when I go on Umrah, God willing, or when I go to a country where the standard of modesty includes the covering of the head, I will also use it without any problem, okay? So please let me be. Thank you. May God guide us all. God knows best. Assalamu alaikum.